Hello, and thank you for joining us here this evening at East Hamilton High School. I'm Gabriel Schrei, bringing you all of the action here today between the Hurricanes of East Hamilton and the Commanders of Friendship Christian School. Let's take a look at these two programs. East Hamilton and the Hurricanes are standing at 5-2 overall on the season. The Commanders of Friendship Christian are standing at 7-0. Two fantastic football programs about to meet head-to-head here. I think this one is going to be a battle of the quarterbacks. The starting quarterback for East Hamilton High School, Wandrick Bullard, 67 for 102, 839 passing yards on the season and 6 passing touchdowns, but 133 carries for 1,100 yards and 22 rushing touchdowns. Good for just shy of 2,000 yards and 28 total touchdowns coming into this contest. To get a better idea of how he's performing this season, let's take a look at the performance of the Hurricanes against Soddy Daisy High School and the Trojans. welcome back. That was East Hamilton playing last week against Soddy Daisy High School and the Trojans. Now we're going to take a look at the offense and defense of Friendship Christian and the Commanders and their contest they played a couple of weeks ago. Garrett Weekly, the signal caller for the Commanders, 53 for 84 passing on the season, good for 1,158 yards. That's 165 yards per game, and he has 14 passing touchdowns, but he's also rushed for just under 500 yards, has 11 rushing touchdowns, good for 25 total touchdowns on the year. Let's take a look at the Commanders' performance. So there you have it, a quick look at both programs, their highlights from weeks ago, and we're about to get underway here in this contest between the East Hamilton High School Hurricanes and the Friendship Christian Commanders, 5-2 and 7-0 overall on the season, respectively. Thank you for joining us. I'm Gabriel Shrine. We'll step away and be right back in just a moment as this one gets underway. Hurricanes of East Hamilton High School. Thank you for being with us here tonight. Gabriel Schrei here on the call. Excited to be bringing you this excellent contest. Christian has won the toss here. And East Hamilton High School's football team about to make their way out onto the turf here at Larry Henry Stadium. Here come the Hurricanes. And you can hear the fireworks lighting off here in Ooltewah, Tennessee, as the Hurricanes and the Commanders are about to do battle. Thank you so much for joining us for tonight's presentation of high school football between these two programs. 5-2 East Hamilton High School Hurricanes, 7-0 Friendship Commanders. Friendship Christian, the first onto the field here. They have deferred and will kick the football back to the Hurricanes.
In to kick for the Commanders, number 24, Landon Williams. Back deep for the Hurricanes, Benzo Hinton and Jake Wells.
The Commanders kicker sends this one away, and we are underway here in Ooltewah, Tennessee. Touchback here.
End zone for a touchback. It'll be Hurricanes ball, 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
So we will get our first look at the East Hamilton Hurricane offense now. Coming out onto the turf, led by number 17, quarterback Wandrick Bullard, Tyrese Willis, Jake Rawls, Zachariah LeBou, and Mike Hinton all catching passes. And up front, Caleb Ledesma, Colin Johnson, Andrew Gilbert, Josh Brown, and Logan Carmona clearing out space. Man in motion and a flag right away here in Ooltewah. Whitecap tosses this one. It's going to be a false start going against East Hamilton High School's big line up front. They'll march them back 5 and try again here on first down. 1st and 15 now for the Hurricanes. Right away, another penalty flag here. This time it's going to go against the defense. Friendship Christian
Back to 1st and 10.
moving the football back to the original line of scrimmage. Trips right here for Wandrick Bullard. One receiver on the far side. Check down pass is incomplete, intended for Jake Rawls right there.
That'll bring up 2nd down.
Let's take a moment and meet the defense of the Commanders. Up front, it's Evan Bear, Carlando Barton, Devin Lively, and Garrett De Arajo Jorge. Austin Weatherford, Lucas Freeman, and Brock Montgomery, the linebackers, in the defensive backs. J.J. Pernod, Tyson Wolcott, Chase Eakes, and Tyler Smiley. Here's the give up inside for the Hurricanes. Not much doing there on 1st and 10.
Javon Bullard on the carry.
Now 3rd down here for East Hamilton after Bullard's carry up inside. Javon Bullard, younger brother of Wandrick Bullard. Bullard so successful as the signal caller for East Hamilton High School here this season. Trips left this time for Juan. Javon at his side. Looks to the sideline one last time before he runs through his cadence. Wants to throw the football. Here's a howitzer down the close sideline, and David Cole goes up and grabs the football. What an unbelievable play. And we'll go ahead and take another look at that one. Absolutely unbelievable. Here's another look at that one. You could tell Bullard knew he had that look and then threw it to the close side. And Cole just beat his man. Single coverage right there. Went up top, grabbed the football. Big time play. Rolls in motion. Now Bullard will fake the give and takes it himself up inside. Runs over a defender, and that is a big-time gain right there, about 15 yards on the ground for Wandrick Bullard. Worth noting, Wandrick Bullard well over the 2,000-yard mark on the season now with that one. Trips left here for Wandrick Bullard on 1st and 10. The football just outside of the red zone. Down to the 26-yard line of the Commanders. Single man on the close side is Cole. Here's a check down to Rawls on the far side. He cuts it back towards the center of the field, reaches the hash marks where he's dragged down. He gets about 8 yards right there. Going to make it 2nd and short for East Hamilton High School.
7 yards. Tackle on the play by Devin Lively.
East Hamilton High School's offense has had a lot of success so far this season. 236 total points scored. Bullard wants to throw the football here on 2nd and short, looking to the back corner of the end zone. This appears to have been intercepted. Friendship Christian's Commanders get the pick in the back of the end zone.
Intercepted by Brock Montgomery in the end zone for a touchback.
That's a big-time play right there.
On their own 20-yard line.
His 4th interception of the season. Brock Montgomery gets underneath of that one, grabs the football, and comes down with it. Now we'll get our first look at the offense of the Commanders. From their own 20-yard line here. It's 1st and 10. There's the give up inside. Tailback pinballing off of defenders and now dragged down as he gets about 15 yards down to the 35-yard line. That'll be a Friendship Christian 1st and 10. Immediately moving the chains right there. It's Tyson Walcott. Walcott, an excellent football player, very efficient. Moving the football offensively. That's his 62nd carry of the season. About 522 yards rushing now. Walcott alongside the signal caller here, Weekly. He throws to the far side on the check down. A little bit of space there along the sideline. Forced out after a gain of about 5 right there. It'll make it 2nd and medium.
Brock Montgomery on the reception. Gain of about 7 yards. It'll bring up 2nd and 3.
Garrett Weekly, we could talk about him all night long. Lots of offensive success for him here this season, running that offense. And let's talk about that offense. Garrett Weekly distributing the football. Chase Eakes, wide receiver 1. Luke Sellers, Brock Montgomery, Tyson Walcott, Will Thompson, and Channing Anthony also moving the football. Now, here's the fake. Weekly's going to keep it, coming to the close side, makes a cut, and then tackled down by a pair of Hurricane defenders. Up front for the Commanders, clearing space, Aaron Lane, Reed Powers, Devin Lively, Ryan Putman, and Dylan Davenport. The defense of East Hamilton High School and the Hurricanes. Up front, it's Miami Brewer, Taylor Smith, and Ben Cole, the big guys. Linebackers are Tex Lewis, Mike Hinton, Ramsey Devine, Zane Liffick, and the defensive backs Kyrese Willis, Devin Harrelson, Logan Locke, and Von Zell Hinton. Another give up inside for the Commanders, and a nice gain right there of about 4 yards following the big guys up inside. Walcott pushing his way up in there.
Gain of about 3 yards brings up 2nd and 7 for the Commanders.
Second and 7, football on the 47-yard line of the Hurricanes here. 3 out wide, 2 on the far side. Faking the give. Weekly rolling out with it, wants to throw the football, feeling the heat. Taking off and getting just beyond the line of scrimmage here. A short gain for the Commanders.
Tackled by a host of Hurricanes. It'll bring up 3rd down for the Commanders.
Third and 7, football still on about the 47-yard line here for Friendship Christian. Undefeated this season, the Commanders might pull the first trick out of the bag here. 3 out wide again, this time 2 wide on the close side. Weekly rolling to the close side. Check down pass over the middle, caught. Gorgeous reception right there, and it's the man who came up with that INT. He gets the football just over the 40-yard line, and that'll move the chains right there. Brock Montgomery had his 4th interception of the season just a moment ago. That's his 28th catch on the year. He's at about 722 yards receiving now. Montgomery, one of the primary threats on this offense for the Commanders, averaging over 100 yards per game receiving. He's also caught 9 touchdown passes to this point in the year. And a timeout taken down on the field by Friendship Christian here. Commanders will gather up on their sideline and talk about what they want to do here on 1st and 10. Football down to the Hurricane 39-yard line. East Hamilton's defense anchored down by a great defensive mind, Grant Reynolds. His defenses always look the same. That's what other broadcasters in the area tell me. Always has a couple of guys on the edge that make a lot of trouble. Definitely has them here. Miami Brewer, one of those guys. Tex Lewis, Mike Hinton, Ramsey Devine, Zane Liffick, all troublemakers at linebacker. Kyrese Willis had a pick 6 last week against Saudi Daisy. It was an unbelievable play, 65 yards. Lots to say about Von Zell Hinton, Logan Locke, Devin Harrelson, and of course the other 2 defenders up front as well, Taylor Smith and Ben Cole. First and 10 here. Commanders fake the give. Weekly's pass is batted down. Big heads-up play by the Hurricanes right there. Javon Bullard rolling out, following Weekly. Watched his eyes, saw the pass coming, got in position, and made the play. That offensive line of the Commanders has been an anchor for them this season. Moving bodies around up front, creating space and creating big plays. The space they've bought has been huge for Garrett Weekly and Tyson Wolcott. Weekly, another guy who is a dual threat quarterback, and that's, I think it's very cliche to say a game is a battle of quarterbacks. That's what I said during the pregame, and I really feel that here. Lots of Juan Bullard and Garrett Weekly tonight. Weekly goes over the middle right here, and this one is incomplete. In and out of the hands of his intended receiver right there. Devin Harrelson there defensively harassing him. That makes it 3rd and 10 here for Friendship Christian from the 39-yard line of East Hamilton High School. 5.5 minutes left to go here in quarter number 1. It's scoreless inside of Larry Henry Stadium. Trips right this time for Weekly. One receiver on the close side. Weekly wants to throw the football. Offensive line staving off that defensive pressure. Now, here's a rainbow ball to the far side of the turf. A battle for the football, and it looks like the Commanders came down with it. What a catch. Wow, able to get himself open and battle the football away from the defensive back right there. That big-time play made on the back end by Channing Anthony. That's his 8th catch on the season. Well over 130 yards now. First and goal here, football on the 3-yard line. There's the give up inside and a touchdown for Friendship Christian. Carrying this one, bursting into the end zone, it's number 5, Tyson Walcott. And that is his 10th rushing touchdown on the season. Now on for the point after try. Snap is good. Hold is good, and the Commanders will get this one up, away, and through. So there you go. 5.5 left to go here in quarter number 1. It's 7-0, the Commanders of Friendship Christian. So a 3-yard rushing touchdown by Tyson Walcott and the offense of the Commanders. That makes it 7-0 here at East Hamilton High School. Now Landon Williams will boot this one back to the East Hamilton Hurricanes. This will be a touchback.
Williams kick goes into the end zone for a touchback. It'll be Hurricanes ball. 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
First and 10 here, Wandrick Bullard on the keeper, barrels up inside, following the left guard in the center, and he gets a gain of about 5. Football down to the 25 of the Hurricanes here.
Bring up 2nd down and 5 for the Hurricanes.
Wandrick Bullard picked off on that first drive by Brock Montgomery, looking to bounce back here. 2nd and medium, 2 out wide on either side. Bullard, the check down, close side to Willis. Willis with some space along the sideline, over the 40, the midfield stripe. 1 man to beat as he cuts back at the 30, across the 20, and free to the end zone. Touchdown, East Hamilton High School. With 4:44 left to go in quarter number 1, it's 7-6. What an unbelievable play.
Extra points.
Ethan Hickson comes on.
Barcelona.
Snap is good, hold is good, and this PAT is up, away, and through.
Your score with 4:44 to go in the first period. East Hamilton
7-7 here at East Hamilton High School. This one's heating up early. To kick this one back to the Commanders. We'll get our second look at the offense of Friendship Christian here today. Hurricanes boot this one away. This one will sail into the end zone for a touchback.
It'll be Commanders ball, 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
So here comes the offense of Friendship Christian and the Commanders. Led on by the signal caller, Garrett Weekly. Weekly so efficient to this point in the season. 25 total touchdowns for him. First and 10, one split out wide on either side here. Give up inside to Wolcott. Wolcott, wow, with some speed right there. He's dragged down just shy of the line of scrimmage right there. He scored the Commanders' first touchdown here today.
So bring up 2nd and 1 for the Commanders.
Second and short. There's another give up inside. Lots of room between the guards. He's free across the midfield stripe. The 40 and chased down from behind at the 25-yard line of the Hurricanes. A big-time play.
Devin Harrelson good for our Commanders' first down at the Hurricane 23-yard line.
Wolcott had a huge carry right there. Chased down from behind by Devin Harrelson. He was nearly free to the end zone. 1st and 10 now, just outside of the red zone. On the far hash mark, faking the give, now up inside, and Wolcott this time captured by the linebacking core. Drop down hard. Javon Bullard right up in there along with a pair of other linebackers. 2nd and medium now for the Commanders. On 2nd down, Weekly faked the give, and the pass is tipped, but incomplete. This one comes off of the turf. That'll make it 3rd and medium for the Commanders here.
Brings up 3rd and 5 for the Commanders.
Now on 3rd and medium. Trying to take this right up the inside there and tackled down near the line to gain. It looks like that'll be enough. Boy, Garrett Weekly looked like he was going to try and take it right up inside, then bounced along the outside hip of the right tackle and got just enough to move the chains. Got about 5, and that's what he needed. That'll make it 1st and 10 inside of the red zone deeply now to the 14 of the Hurricanes for the Commanders. One out wide on either side for Friendship Christian here. From the shotgun, Weekly gives it off to Wolcott, who is tripped up and dropped. Mid-range yardage gain right there. About 5 more yards for the Commanders. Makes it 2nd and about 4. Football is down to the 6-yard line here. Here's the give right up inside. Wolcott again following the left tackle, trying to spin and twist his way into the end zone and stopped just shy of the goal line. That'll make it 1st and goal for the Commanders of Friendship Christian. Wolcott seeking his 11th rushing touchdown on the year. First and goal here for the Commanders. Weekly takes the snap. There's the give, pushing his way between the left tackle and guard and able to knife his way up into the end zone. Wolcott with his 11th touchdown on the season. That makes it 13-7 here at East Hamilton High School.
Williams into a try to point after.
Williams boots this one up, away, and through, and the PAT will be good. 65 seconds left here in quarter number 1. It's 14-7, Commanders lead. What an exciting contest. Don't go anywhere. We'll be back with just more in a moment. Williams will be kicking this one back to the Hurricanes here. And Jake Rawls will field this just on the edge of the goal line, takes off, and is dragged down as he crosses the 20. So it'll be a 1st and 10 for East Hamilton High School. And we'll get another look at the offense of the Hurricanes here. On their last drive, Kyrese Willis caught a pass, took it 70 yards to the house on the receiving touchdown. Wandrick Bullard's 7th passing touchdown on the season. And also puts him over 900 passing yards on the year. 4 out wide for East Hamilton High School here. That's 2 on either side. Bullard with the keeper. He's dragged down right near the line of scrimmage. That swarming Commander defense just a bit too much.
Bullard carries and gets back to the line of scrimmage. Tackle on the play by Austin Weatherford.
Bullard has picked up 1,151 yards on the ground coming into tonight's contest. He's also scored on the ground 22 times, 22 rushing touchdowns. 4 out wide again here on 2nd and long. Bullard with another fake, tries to throw the stiff arm, and a pair of defenders reach him right there. Big guys out of the backfield. First one there is Devin Lively. Helping him out, number 44, Garrett De Araujo Jorge. Jorge, 2 sacks on the year, 22 tackles. Lively, 5 sacks, 29 tackles. That's going to do it for quarter number 1 of play. After 1 frame of action, it is 14-7. The Commanders lead the Hurricanes. Don't go anywhere. We're going to keep it here and have more high school football in a moment. With a check down here to the close side. That one falls incomplete. And so that'll bring up 4th down for the Hurricanes of East Hamilton here. It looks like they'll punt this one back to the Commanders of Friendship Christian.
Incomplete will be Ethan Hickson. Back deep for the Commanders, Chase Eats.
Snap is good, and here's the punt, a gorgeous punt. Fielded on the 40. Great job by the return man, coming to the close side, maximized the angle right there, running over one defender and stepping out on the 45 of the close side of the field. Boy, he got every last bit he could get out of that one right there. That was Chase Eakes.
It'll be Commanders ball, 1st and 10 at the Hurricane 46-yard line.
First and 10 here in quarter number 2. Friendship Christian getting their first look of the 2nd frame. Garrett Weekly fakes the give. Check down pass, far side. Nifty little toss and grab right there for a short gain of about 4.
Tackle on the play by Delvon Harrelson.
Devin Harrelson credited with the tackle right there, able to drag him down from his cornerback spot. Harrelson, a big contributor on both sides of the football for East Hamilton this season. 2nd and about 6, maybe 7. 3 out wide, 2 on the close side for the Commanders. Weekly wants to throw, rolling out of the pocket. Here's a howitzer down the field, caught inside of the 10-yard line before Harrelson is able to drag down Brock Montgomery. And Montgomery making big plays all over the field here offensively today. First and goal now for Friendship Christian. Football down to the 8-yard line of the Hurricanes here. Walcott already 2 rushing touchdowns today. Hurricanes will be keeping their eye on him here. 2 out wide. Receiver in the slot to the left goes in motion. Weekly gives it off to Walcott, and he barrels into the end zone. There is a flag down there by the line of scrimmage, but for the moment, it's a touchdown. And it looks like this one is coming back, as that's likely a holding. Indeed it is. Going against the Commanders. So wipe away that third touchdown for Walcott. Friendship Christian going to take another stab at this. So before they can get this one off, a timeout taken by Friendship Christian here and the Commanders. They have just one timeout left here in half number one. 10:47 left to go in this first half of play as both teams are going to take full advantage of the timeout. Big thanks for joining us for tonight's broadcast of high school football. Be sure to hit the subscribe button. You can find the East Hamilton Hurricane football team on Twitter at EastHamFB. You can find the Commanders at Commanders FCS on Twitter. Taking a look around the area, a couple of other scores. Chattanooga Christian battling Knoxville Grace in quarter two. It's 41-0 Chattanooga Christian. Boyd Buchanan leads Notre Dame in quarter two, 28-0. Dalton trails to Cass 14-7, and Cleveland tied 17-17 at the half. First and goal, Weekly gives it off to Montgomery, makes one man miss, now dragged down from behind by a pair of defenders right there. Big time play defensively by the Hurricanes. Looks like Kyrese Willis was in there, as well as Michael Hinton. Second and goal. The football is right back to that original line of scrimmage on the 8-yard line here. Moved to the far hash mark from the close hash mark. Two wide left, one man on the close side for Weekly. He fakes the give, wants to throw. The contain has him in trouble. He's dancing, spins, and splits the difference. He's going to be wrapped up and dropped. Too many defenders there to call a name, but Zane Liffick, I believe, had the contain that forced him back inside. And forced that tackle to be made. That'll make it third and goal. Football is between the 8 and 9 yard line here. Two out wide again for Weekly. Walcott at his side. He wants to throw. Check down pass to Tyson Walcott. Two defenders right there, Zane Liffick and Harrelson, hit him right away. That'll make it fourth and goal, and it's a short loss for Friendship Christian here. I'll tell you, I think I'm starting to get old because I'm starting to call games just through the binoculars. I used to watch the game with my eyes and call it. Now I watch the whole game through binoculars. Makes me feel pretty old. 8:44 left to go here in half number one. Snap and hold are good. Here comes the field goal attempt, and this one will sail up, away, and through to make it 17-7 here inside of Larry Henry Stadium. That is a big Commander lead as we head towards halftime. Hurricanes are going to get the football back in just a moment. Stay here with us. I'm taking a break. play here, headed back to the Hurricanes. Rawls will field this inside of the 5, headed towards the hash marks, and he's in trouble as he crosses the 15 and is dragged down near the 17-yard line of East Hamilton's Hurricanes. And so that's where we'll see the offense of East Hamilton High School. Led onto the field here by Wandrick Bullard. We'll see what they can do. He looked great during warm-ups, and Wandrick's such an athlete, fantastic basketball player as well here at East Hamilton High School. 2 out wide on either side. Bullard gives it off right up the gut between the guards and tackled down from behind at the midfield stripe. A 33-yard gain for the Hurricanes on the ground off of the legs of Javon Bullard.
First down, Hurricanes.
What a way to start the drive with a draw play right there, and that was a big-time run for Bullard. Trips right for Juan Bullard here. David Cole alone on the close side. He's at the bottom of your screen there. Bullard looking to the far side. He wants that check down over to Rawls. Rawls makes one man miss and is dropped right on the midfield stripe. Got a short gain there, maybe a yard for East Hamilton High School. Hurricanes trailing by 10 here in the first half of play. Defense got their first good-looking bit of traction there on that last drive, able to force the Commanders to stall out in an end goal situation and chip off the field goal. Four out wide, 2 on either side. Wandrick Bullard sends Jake Rawls into motion. Fakes the give. He's going to carry the football himself. Lots of space following that right tackle and guard. Trying to hurdle a man at the 35 and goes down at the 33-yard line. That's a 1st and 10 for East Hamilton High School. Well, I'll tell you, for me, that's what it's all about. You want to see the athletes having fun and making great plays, and we're getting a lot of great plays here tonight. Lots of fun so far. Trips right for Juan Bullard, one man on the close side. Play call coming in from offensive coordinator Patrick Liner here. Liner sees something. Bullard gives it off to Javon Bullard, and he is dragged down right away at the line of scrimmage. Lively, the first one to him.
They'll bring up 2nd and 10 for the Hurricanes.
That Commanders defense has the right combination of power, speed, and size to be a big problem for offenses across southeastern Tennessee. Made the drive down from Lebanon today. Four out wide again, 2 on either side. Trouble for Bullard. Escapes one defender. Now a second, and he is going to backhand this. Just goes out of play. I think he was looking for Jake Rawls. There's a flag back near the original line of scrimmage here. We'll see what the call is. Officials gathering on this one. Towards the end of that play, an offensive lineman was on the turf.
Ineligible receiver downfield against the Hurricanes.
So must have been that offensive lineman who was downfield. Young number 59, just a little too far past the line of scrimmage right there.
Receiver penalty against the Hurricanes will be declined.
And the Commanders decline that. It makes it 3rd down and 10. 2 out wide on either side. Cole, the close side wide receiver. Bullard wants to throw. Here's a rainbow ball to the close side of the field. A lot of contact right there between the receiver and the defender, and no flag.
Bullard's pass intended for Cole falls incomplete.
Bullard just let that one go, looking for Cole in that one-on-one matchup again. And there was a lot of ticky-tacky stuff going on there with the receiver and the defensive back. And the official says, if it's going both ways, I'm going to let it go. That's exactly what he did. No call. That makes it 4th down for the Hurricanes, and it looks like they're sending on their punt unit.
In the punt for the Hurricanes, number 9, Ethan Hickson.
Here's the snap. Hickson gets a hold of that one and sends it away cleanly. Boy, that could not have been a better punt.
Hickson's punt rolls out of bounds.
Ethan Hickson will put that one on the resume right there. Here comes the offense of Friendship Christian. First and 10 from in the shadows of their own goalpost here. Headed far side Weekly. Uncorks one down the field, and this is caught. Stumbling over the 40-yard line, a huge shift of the chains. On the first play of the drive.
5-yard line where it'll be 1st down, Commanders. Excuse me, at the 43-yard line.
1st and 10 for FCS now with 5.5 left to go in this first half of play. As Garrett Weekly will lead this offense back to the line of scrimmage. What a big throw and catch there on 1st down. From the 43, the give up inside to Walcott. Walcott had some space. Gets about 10 yards right there on this 1st down. Very close to moving the chains. Football goes from the 43 of the Commanders down to the 47-yard line of the Hurricanes, and the official's going to go ahead and move the chains as well. 1st and 10 for Friendship Christian. Here's the snap. Weekly gives it off up inside to Walcott. This time gets about 5 yards, makes it a medium yardage situation here on 2nd down.
Gain of about 4 yards. It'll bring up 2nd and 6.
Second and medium here. Weekly lasers this one to the close side. Caught, and a nice gain right there. About 7 yards, and that'll move the chains.
Weekly's pass complete to Eakes.
Chase Eakes, the receiver right there. Makes a little shimmy, makes a little move, and picks up the 1st down. A flag on this play, though. We'll see what the call is. If it were to stand, it would be... It will stand.
For Commanders' 1st down at the Hurricane 39-yard line. Excuse me, 34-yard line.
Eakes averaging about 30 yards per game catching the football. Came into today's contest with 225 yards receiving and 15 catches on the season. He's already scored 3 touchdowns through the air. Weekly rolling left, wants to throw the football. He's in a bit of trouble. Boy, there's a howitzer to the end zone, fighting for the football, and this will fall to the turf harmlessly. Incomplete pass for Weekly in the offense of the Commanders. They're going to take another stab at it on 2nd and 10. Football on the 34-yard line of the Hurricanes. Two out wide here on 2nd down. Man in motion. Weekly will fake the give. He's in trouble in the backfield. Tackled down right away by East Hamilton's Hurricanes right there. Ben Cole making the play. There's a flag right near where Weekly went down. Call is going to go against East Hamilton right here. I believe he signaled that was a horse collar. Coaches of the Hurricanes right there, not happy with that one. Call is illegal participation against East Hamilton High School. And that's a 15-yard penalty. Trips left for the Commanders here. I don't think I've seen an illegal participation penalty in years. Commanders want to throw the football. Weekly's going to run with it. Gorgeous little move right there. Lays down a spin move, and he's free towards the end zone, and he'll find pay dirt. Touchdown, FCS. That makes it 23-7, but there's a flag back near the line of scrimmage. Both teams plagued by penalties here tonight. This time it's a hold against the Commanders, so they'll march them back 10 yards from where that one occurred and replay first down. It'll be 1st and long here. Both programs exchanging body blows, both programs exchanging penalties here tonight. 3 minutes left to go in this first half. 4 out wide, trips left for FCS. One man on the close side. Faking the give to Walcott. It's another keeper by Weekly. Tried to run that spin move again. This time he's dragged down. 2 defenders right there. Able to make the play. Vanzel Hinton able to slow down the quarterback. Cole gets him from behind. The officials convening back there behind where the play occurred. Another penalty here, this time against FCS. That is a personal foul against the Commanders.
Personal foul against the Commanders. 15-yard penalty and replay of 2nd down.
Trying again here is Weekly. Check down pass to the far side. Smooth catch right there and a gain of about 10 yards, maybe 12. Going to make it 2nd and long for the Commanders. Hurricane linebacker Zane Liffick chasing that one down. The football is right near the 25-yard line of the Hurricanes. Friendship Christian still trying to string something together here. 2 minutes left to go in quarter number 2. 4 out wide, 2 on either side. Quarterback Weekly takes the snap. Looks like he wants to throw. Check down pass incomplete. He's dragged down on the back end of the play. Javon Bullard got to him, pulled him down. I don't see a flag. The officials are together, and now they'll throw a flag. This one is going to be intentional grounding against FCS.
It'll be a 5-yard penalty from the spot of the foul and a loss of down.
So that'll make it 3rd and forever for the Commanders again. Football going to be from the 34-yard line. Garrett Weekly and his offense are going to take another stab at it. It's been a rough week for intentional grounding, roughing the passer. National Football League set the tone on that with that roughing the passer call in favor of Tom Brady and the Tampa Bay Bucks. That debate seems like it gets stirred up again every year. Faking the give, Weekly, a check down pass to the close side. This is caught right near the sideline. And so Chase Eakes gets a short gain before Liffick pulls him out. Clock is stopped with 1:48 left to go in quarter 2. Football is on the 24. So to move the chains, Commanders need about 14. Line to gain is about the 10-yard line. They could also try for a field goal right here. They're going to take their final timeout of this first half of play. 17-7, Friendship Christian leading by 10 here in Ooltewah, Tennessee. And tough decisions to be made here as time is winding in this second quarter of play. I want to thank you so much for being with us, having a blast bringing you tonight's contest. Great broadcast crew here at East Hamilton High School. I'm Gabriel Schrei, calling the action here tonight. You can follow the football teams on Twitter at FCS Commanders and at East Ham FB. Be sure to subscribe to our YouTube channel here. AV production program steered and headed up by Scott Moore here at East Hamilton High School. Putting in the work. So here we go, coming out of the huddle. Both teams seem to have a plan here.
It'll be 4th down and 15 for the Commanders.
4th and long for FCS. Weekly from the shotgun, rolling left, looking downfield. Here's one, and this is incomplete. Intended target was Eakes right there. Just overshot him a bit. 1:42 left to go in this first half, and that'll be a turnover on downs.
They're on 24-yard line.
And it looked like one of those plays where just couldn't quite fit it in there to Eakes. Eakes got open, and Weekly just couldn't quite get that on the money. The window was very tight, and he had to throw into. Unable to hook up on that one.
Connor Lloyd, report to the concession stand.
So it's 1st and 10 for the Hurricanes of East Hamilton High School. Trips right, one receiver out wide on the close side. It's David Cole. Bullard on the keeper. Barrels into a defender right there and is dragged down at the 31-yard line.
Bullard carries out to about the 31-yard line. Tackled by Austin Weatherford. Brings up 2nd down for the Hurricanes.
Mike linebacker, the senior Carmen, made the tackle on that last play. Bullard wants to throw the long ball close side, and that's incomplete. Intended for Kyrese Willis right there. He was defended by Tyler Smiley, also a senior. Kyrese Willis, can't have enough praise for this young man. He is electric. Moving with the football, playing defensively. So much fun to watch him play. 69 seconds left to go in this first half. It's third and about 3 to go for the Hurricanes of East Hamilton High School. 2 on either side. One, Bullard makes a cut and is dragged down as he passes the line to gain. Gets down to the 37-yard line. That'll move the chains. Clock will continue to run as that's a running play, but the Hurricanes know that. They're going to go ahead and burn a timeout. And that's just their first here. They have 2 left. They're going to try and use that to their advantage here late in this first half of action. Hurricanes trailing by 10. They're 5-2 overall on the season. The Commanders of Friendship Christian coming into this contest 7-0 on the year. Lots of fun watching these two football programs go at it. Hurricanes on a winning streak. 2 weeks ago on the 30th of September, defeating Chattanooga Central 27-10 on the road. Then traveling up to Saudi Daisy last Friday, that was a 42-0 victory. Friendship Christian obviously undefeated. They have won their last 2 as well. First, Maplewood up in Nashville. That was on the 23rd of September, a 55-8 victory.
37-yard line.
Then against the Webb School, a 49-7 victory. That was back on the 30th, then a bye week prior to this contest. Back onto the turf here, waiting to throw. Wandrick Bullard, a laser to the close side, and that's incomplete. Looking again for Kyrese Willis. Now this time he had Smiley beat, but the ball was just off the mark there for Wandrick Bullard.
Sideline warning against the Hurricanes.
And Tyler Smiley has been electric defensively this season as well. Coming into this contest, 4 interceptions on the year for him. So that is a dangerous target, and he's made 22 tackles on the back end. Wandrick Bullard has been so effective as the signal caller here for the Hurricanes. Bullard taking over for Lake Clark, who is still being recruited heavily to play quarterback in college. Bullard rolling to the close side on the keeper. Runs over the 40 and steps out just shy of the 45-yard line. So he goes from the 37 and gains about 8 yards right there.
Brings up 2nd and 3. Excuse me, 3rd and 3.
Hurricanes will need to gain about 3 yards here on 3rd down, maybe 4. 50 seconds left in this second quarter. Wandrick Bullard, he's got 4 out wide. Patrick Liner signaling in the play right here. That's Walter Roberts calling in the play. Bullard on the keeper, runs the spin move, escapes 2 more defenders. There's a stiff arm and unable to slip away a 3rd time. That'll bring up 4th down for the Hurricanes of East Hamilton High School. So 30 seconds left to go in this first half. It's decision time, and it looks like the Hurricanes have taken a timeout.
East Hamilton.
Well, that's a tough one, I'll tell you. And I'm not a football coach. That's why I do play-by-play. I'm not an analyst. I'll tell you, though, the tough decision there is, do you let the clock run down to 5 seconds, take a timeout, and take 1 shot so time will expire following the play? Or do you think you're going to try and get this first down here, so you take the timeout now, you've got 1 left, you can try and tick and tack your way up the field, maybe chip off a field goal, maybe run 2 or 3 more plays instead of just 1. That's your decision. You have only a second to make that if you haven't thought about it before running that play. I think that's where we find ourselves a moment ago for the Hurricanes. They've got to decide, do we take the timeout right now, or do we let time wind a little bit? Are we going to punt it here? And it looks like the Hurricanes have decided to go ahead and punt the football.
After the timeout, Ethan Hickson comes in to punt. Back deep for the Commanders is Chase Eats.
Ethan Hickson in to punt this one away. Snap coming from the 44. He's standing back on the 30. Hurricanes go ahead and take another timeout here.
After the timeout, Ethan Hickson in to punt.
Hickson back onto the turf here to punt this one. Still at the 30-yard line. So 2 timeouts. And indeed, the Hurricanes have elected to go ahead and punt the football. Commanders were certain this was going to be a fake. And so this will be down right near the 1-yard line. A fantastic punt with 17 seconds left to go here in half number 1.
Will take over 1st and 10.
First and 10 for Friendship Christian here. Football down on the 3-yard line of FCS. Here comes young Mr. Garrett Weekly. Two out wide for Weekly's offense as he will take a knee. And that'll do it for half number 1 of play here from the campus of East Hamilton High School. It's 17-7. The Commanders leading the Hurricanes. Don't go anywhere. We're going to have more high school football, and we'll have your second half of action. It's a 10-point football game. We'll be back.
When you're running out of luck, need to get unstuck, so go off. When you're up against the wall and you cannot fall, so go off, go off, go off. Go off, so go off, go off, go off, go off. When you're running out of luck, need to get unstuck, so go off. When you're up against the wall and you cannot fall, so go off, go off, go off. Go off, so go off, go off, go off.
of action between the Hurricanes of East Hamilton High School and the Commanders of Friendship Christian School. It's 17-7. Commanders lead over the Hurricanes here in Ooltewah, Tennessee. Exciting high school football action so far. Having a blast with this one. Scoring started early on. 3-yard rushing touchdown from Walcott back in quarter number 1. That made it 7-0. Then Kyrese Willis and Wandrick Bullard hooked up for the answer, an 80-yard passing touchdown. That made it 7-7. It didn't take long for the Commanders to regather their lead, though. A 1-yard rushing touchdown by Walcott made it 14-7. And then FCS extended their lead with 8 minutes left to go in quarter 2 with a 20-yard field goal by Williams. That made it 17-7 here in Larry Henry Stadium. Looking around the area to a couple of other scores really quickly. Chattanooga Christian leading Knoxville Grace 55-14 in quarter 4. Fayetteville leading Red Bank 30-0 in quarter 2. Tyner leading Meigs County 19-0 at the half. Barrington leading Cleveland 34-17 in quarter 4. Baylor leading Hendersonville 28-14. They're in quarter 2. Dalton and Cass tied at 14 at the half. Walker Valley leading McMinn County. The other way around. McMinn County leading Walker Valley 10-7 at the half. And here in our game again, it is 17-7. The Commanders leading the Hurricanes. Half number 2 about to get underway. Thanks so much for tuning in and joining us here tonight at Ooltewah, Tennessee. I'm Gabriel Schrei. Hurricane kick team on the field. FCS will start quarter 3 with the football offensively. This one's sent away, and it'll be a touchback.
Ethan Dixon's kick goes into the end zone for a touchback. It'll be Commander's ball, 1st and 10.
So we'll see the Commander offense for the first time here in quarter 3. Let's get reacquainted with them. Led up front, Garrett Weekly, the quarterback, signal caller, spreading the football out, running the plays. Chase Eakes helping him out, Brock Montgomery, Tyson Wolcott, Will Thompson, and Channing Anthony all receiving and moving with the football. Up front, Aaron Lane, Reed Powers, Devin Lively, Ryan Putman, and Dylan Davenport blocking and making room for the carries. Here's the give to Walcott, who is in trouble and dragged out of the backfield by Miami Brewer.
Behind the line of scrimmage.
Big time play by Miami Brewer right there. And let's get acquainted with this, or reacquainted rather, with this East Hamilton Hurricane defense here to start this third quarter. Up front, it's Miami Brewer who just made that big play. Taylor Smith and Ben Cole also playing on the defensive line. The linebackers, Tex Lewis, Mike Hinton, Ramsey Devine, and Zane Leffick. And the DBs, Kyrese Willis, Devin Harrelson, Logan Locke, and Vonzel Hinton. Here's the give to the left side. Lots of space for Walcott. Free across the 40. Makes a cut back and drag down as he crosses over the midfield stripe. A huge shift of the chains right there. A gain of about 25 yards for Friendship Christian.
Hurricane 48-yard line.
Just 60 seconds into quarter 3. Here's another look at that one. What a play by the tailback. Had a lot of space to work with and got all the way down to the 48-yard line of East Hamilton High School and the Hurricanes. Friendship Christian looking to come out and score quickly and really solidify this 10-point lead by adding to it. Walcott coming to the close side, tried to run the spin move, and a flurry of defenders right there to greet him. Zane Liffick, Vonzel Hinton,
2nd and 7 for the Commanders.
stringing the play out, making it hard to get around. Able to drag down Walcott. Garrett Weekly and the Commanders offense getting to work here. Second and medium. 2 minutes gone already in quarter three. There's Walcott following the right guard this time. Gets all the way down to the 40. Pinballed his way up inside and drove forward for about 6 yards. It makes it third and short. Third down for Friendship Christian. 3 out wide. Alone on the close side is their star receiver here, Brock Montgomery. Faking the give to Walcott. Weekly looked like he wanted to throw for a moment. Rolling close side, and he's going to take off with the football across the 30, all the way to the 20, but a flag on the back end of the play.
But there's a penalty marker on the play.
It looked like a block in the back against FCS. We'll see what the call is here.
Well, personal foul,
it's a personal foul, a blindside block
15
against
yards
Friendship
penalty.
Christian.
Spot of the foul remains.
So that'll wipe away that excellent play by Garrett Weekly. Penalties piling up here tonight as there is another signifying of that call against Friendship Christian.
After enforcement of the penalty, it'll be third down for the
So the
Commanders.
football is back on the 38-yard line of Friendship Christian. About 23 yards to gain to move the chains here. Same formation on third down. Wanting to throw Weekly rolling far side, and this one tossed up and caught. Big time catch right there. A short run, a gain of about 12 yards right there. Football right near the midfield stripe here.
It'll bring up fourth and about 12 from midfield.
Commanders look like they're going to punt the football.
Landon Williams into punt. Back deep for the Hurricanes is David Cole. Kyrese Willis.
Cole came up here on the close side. Willis drops back to receive the punt. This one's sent away. Gorgeous punt by Williams. And this one sputters out of play right near the 20-yard line. Well, just as we did with the Commanders offense, let's get reacquainted with this East Hamilton High School Hurricane offense and see who's taking the field. Led on by signal caller Wandrick Bullard. Bullard was just shy of 2,000 yards on the season, 2,000 total yards. Had 28 total touchdowns coming into this contest, well over 2,000 combined yards now. 29 touchdowns on the season for him, including 7 passing touchdowns. Kyrese Willis, Jake Rawls, Zachariah LeBou, Mike Hinton all catching his passes. Caleb Ledesma, Colin Johnson, Andrew Gilbert, Josh Brown, and Logan Carmona clearing the way up front. And here is the keeper by Bullard. He bounces it outside to the far side, stringing this play down to the sideline where he's forced out for a short loss. And taking another look at the defense of the Commanders here. Up front, the defensive lineman Evan Bear, Carlando Barton, Devin Lively, Garrett De Araujo, Jorge, Austin Weatherford, Lucas Freeman, and Brock Montgomery, the linebackers. J.J. Pernod, Tyson Wolcott, Chase Eakes, and Tyler Smiley, the defensive backs. Hurricanes changing formations here, in trouble. Juan Bullard throws the stiff arm, and now he's in the back of the end zone, trying to run away, running in a horseshoe shape here, gets out of the end zone and is tackled down in the shadows, at least proverbially, of their own goal post.
Bullard on the carry loses about 10 yards. It'll bring up 3rd and about 20 for the Hurricanes.
Here's another look at that one. Bullard trying to escape. Having a tough time doing so, but able to get back out of the end zone and avoid crisis in the form of a safety. Two out wide on either side here. And a timeout taken down on the field
East Hamilton
by the Hurricanes of East Hamilton High School. Both programs going to take advantage of the quick break, get together on their respective sideline. We'll see what the Hurricanes draw up. They need to gain about 20 yards even here to convert. It's 3rd and long. This offense has been just fantastic this season. Patrick Leiner calling the plays offensively. Wandrick Bullard, the conduit for their success. Well over 900 passing yards on the year now, 7 passing touchdowns. He's rushed for about 1,200 yards on the season at this point. 22 rushing touchdowns for him. 29 total touchdowns right now. And a few games left to go. Bullard on the keeper right up the gut, and not much doing here. That's going to make it 4th and long. Dragged down as he tried to push his way up inside, following the left guard right there.
4th down for the Hurricanes.
Here comes the punt unit of East Hamilton High School.
In the punt is Ethan Hickson. Back deep for the Commanders.
Hickson is standing underneath the goalpost here in the back of the end zone.
And Brock Montgomery.
Montgomery back to return this punt. Snap is good. Hickson gets a hold of it, gets it away cleanly. Good looking punt, fielded very well inside of the 40 of the Hurricanes. They're able to drag down the return man as he reaches the 30-yard line.
Each on the return, tackled by Zach Barcelona.
So Chase Eakes buying excellent field position for East Hamilton High School right here. It's 1st and 10 for the Commanders. Garrett Weekly in the offense, breaking the huddle. 2 on the close side, 1 man on the far side here. Weekly fakes the give and follows the left tackle. Boy, a gorgeous carry as he makes 1 man, now 2 miss, and dragged down inside of the 10-yard line. That'll be a 1st and goal for Friendship Christian. What a play.
It'll be 1st and goal from the 10-yard line for the Commanders.
Great second look at that one right there. 2 out wide again here for the Commanders. High snap, able to hook that in. Walcott has the edge, and he's gone. Touchdown, Friendship Christian.
And the Commanders.
Rushing touchdown, number 12 on the year for the Commander tailback.
Through the upright, and down to the left. Oh, there's a button.
Officials convening here right on the goal line, trying to sort something out, and it looks like a flag
After the touchdown, we have an unsportsmanlike
coming
conduct
after the
against
score.
the Commanders. It will be assessed on the kickoff.
So that'll stand.
Landon Williams in to attempt the PAT.
Walcott scored his 12th touchdown on the year earlier in this contest, and it was called back on a penalty. This one nearly called back as well on an unsportsmanlike conduct. PAT chipped up, away, and through. It is 24-7, Commanders lead. Don't go anywhere. .45 left to go here in quarter number 3. It's 24-7 Friendship Christian lead over East Hamilton High School. Hurricanes about to get the football back here. 10-yard rushing touchdown to cap that last drive by Walcott. We're going to get another look at Wandrick Bullard in the offense of East Hamilton here. Williams boots this one away. Fielded back just inside of the 20. Return man coming to the close side over the 30. Crosses the 40 where he is dragged down by a pair of Friendship Christian defenders. Let's take a quick look back on today's scoring here. Mentioned it coming out of the halftime break. Started with a 3-yard rushing touchdown by Walcott. That was back in quarter 1, made it 7-0 for the Commanders. Then the Hurricanes responded. 70-yard passing touchdown to Kyrese Willis. He made a lot of cuts on his way down the field. That was in quarter 1, made it 7-7. Then Walcott punched in a 1-yard rushing touchdown to make it 14-7. The Commanders chipped through a field goal from 20 yards out with 8 minutes left in quarter 2. And now, on that last drive, a 10-yard rushing touchdown by Walcott. We'll see what the Hurricanes can do to respond here. Faking the give, Wandrick Bullard headed to the far side, makes a little cut there, shimmying as he reaches down to the 45, where he'll be dragged down, gets about 4 yards. That'll make it 2nd and medium for East Hamilton High School. Trips left for Wandrick Bullard here. Football from their own 45. Walters and Liner sending in the play there. Bullard gonna keep it. Trying to run it up inside, following the right guard and tackle. Bounces off of a defender, knifes his way back up in there. Turns what could have been a loss there for a moment into a 10-yard gain. And the Hurricanes will move the chains. Football down to the 46-yard line of Friendship Christian here. Four on wide, 2 on either side. Wandrick Bullard coming towards us here in the booth, and he is dragged down for a short loss. Big time play defensively by the defense of the Commanders. Tyson Walcott, the first man there, grabbing at the ankles of Juan Bullard. Second and 11, football on about the 47-yard line here. 2 on either side for Juan Bullard again. This time he'll give it off to Javon Bullard. He barrels his way up in there for a gain of about 3 yards.
Gain of about 3 yards.
3rd and long showing now here for East Hamilton High School. That's a long 7. Football is at the 44-yard line. Same formation here for East Hamilton. Hurricanes look to the sideline. Play call from Walters. Bullard fakes the give. He's going to keep it and is in trouble as he tries to push his way up inside. 2 defenders right there. Greeted head on by Barton and Lively. There is a flag there on that play. We'll see what the call is. Taking their time sorting this one out. You want to see them get the call right, though. Officiating is a tough job, and no one ever says what a great job by the officials at the end of the day. Looks like a penalty both ways, and that'll offset.
After a long discussion, it looks like we have offsetting unsportsmanlike conduct penalties on each team.
What's up?
Officiating so crucial to the sports that we love at every level, especially prep sports across the state of Tennessee. Our neighbors down south in Georgia and Alabama. Nothing more pivotal than these guys who come out and wear the stripes. You can learn more about becoming an official at TSSAA.org. Do it. Bullard is in trouble. Wow, evades a trio of defenders, throws the stiff arm, and is dragged out by Lively right near the 40-yard line there on 4th down. He's calling for the flag. There is a flag, but I don't think it was for the face mask. Officials on the close side talking about this one. Here comes the call. And they are going to call that face mask against the Commanders.
That'll be 15 yards to the end of the run. Where it'll be an Armor Exteriors first down Hurricanes.
So that'll make it a 1st and 10 for the Hurricanes of East Hamilton High School. 2.5 minutes left to go here in quarter number 3. Football shifts down to the 24-yard line. Deep in Commander territory. Four out wide again here. Rawls and Cole on the close side. Rawls goes into motion. Bullard fakes the give and is swarmed as he tries to exit the backfield there. First man to him again is Devin Lively. Lively in the outside linebacker on the far side. I believe it was Garrett De Araujo reaching him right away, dragging him down hard to the turf. That makes it 2nd and long. Similar formation here on second down. Bullard throws the rainbow ball, and this ball was caught by the defensive back, but his feet were out of play. Montgomery and Cole ticking and tacking, battling for the football right there. Unable to tiptoe inside of the back of the end zone, though. So it's 3rd and about 12. LeBou and Willis on the close side. Bullard wants to throw, pressure coming, and he lasers this one to Jake Rawls, who's going to move the chains. Grabs that one down on the 12-yard line. 1st and 10, East Hamilton High School, threatening inside of the red zone now. And the Hurricanes are trailing by 17 here with under 2 minutes to go in quarter number 3. Same formation here on 1st and 10. Bullard on the keeper, headed to the far side, trying to string this one out. Runs the spin move and dragging defenders down to that 5-yard line. Gonna make it 2nd and short.
2nd down for the Hurricanes at the 5-yard line.
And we do have a player slow to rise here.
Timeout on the field.
Two players down at the end of that one. Hopefully they're all right. We're going to keep it right here, but I'm going to take a break while they check on them. And hopefully things are sorted out and everybody's okay. Both teams headed back onto the turf. Looks like those players are okay. We'll get back underway. Football is at about the 5-yard line here. East Hamilton Hurricane offense lined up on the far hash mark. Trips left for Wandrick Bullard. He's going to keep it. Tried to push his way right up inside here. Very close to turning this into a 1st and goal situation. The close side official is standing just over that 5-yard line.
Brings up 3rd and 1 for the Hurricanes.
Third and short. Bullard trying to push his way up in there towards the end zone. He'll find his way in. That's a touchdown for East Hamilton High School. (24-13) as the Hurricanes of East Hamilton get one back. Just under 40 seconds left to go in the 3rd frame.
Spencer Payne in to attempt the 2-2 car wash extra point.
Here's the PAT. This one chipped up away and through. That makes it a 10-point football game with 40 seconds left to go here in quarter number 3. What a play that was. Wandrick Bullard, his 23rd rushing touchdown on the season. Keep it right here. So 30 total touchdowns for the quarterback of East Hamilton High School on the season now. And he makes it a 10-point football game here as the Friendship Christian Commanders will receive the touchback and take the field offensively. Let out by signal caller Garrett Weekly. Weekly, there's the give up the gut, and the tailback able to slip away. What an escape. Makes another man miss across the 30, the 40, and run down from behind at the midfield stripe. Wow. Tyson Walcott. You want to talk about electric? This young man is shifty as they come. Logan Locke, the one to run him down right there. Another quick look at that. What a play, escaping from that initial tackle, making another man miss in the backfield. Don't see a lot of tailbacks carry the football like that. Commanders, following that electric play, just going to let quarter number 3 run out. We're headed to the final frame of action. Quarter number 4 coming up. It's 24-14. Friendship Christian leading East Hamilton High School.
When you're running out of luck, need to get unstuck, so go off. When you're up against the wall and you cannot fall, so go off, go off, go off, go off, so go off, go off, go off.
Quarter number 4 about to get underway here inside of Larry Henry Stadium. Thanks for joining us. I'm Gabriel Schrei. It's 24-14, Friendship Christian leading East Hamilton. Weekly runs the fake, and a laser over the middle is caught. Chase Eakes grabs that one. He's tackled down hard. On the slant, that'll make it 2nd and short. There's the give. Walcott. Oh, he has a seam up inside. Cuts back towards us here in the booth and tackled down at the 27.
For a first down, tackled by Hinton and Harrelson. It'll be first down, Commanders at the 26.5-yard line.
First and 10, Commanders. 2 out wide, 1 on either side. Man in motion. Long ball to the far side here. And a quick tackle, but the check down pass is complete there.
Pass complete to Montgomery. Tackled by
Brock Montgomery with another catch. On pace to hit his season average of 100 yards per game here today. My money says the Commanders are going to continue to feed their tailback here. 3 rushing touchdowns already for Walcott today. Coming to the close side, it is Walcott. He's dragged down at the 15.
Walcott again on the carry, tackled by Hinton.
2 minutes off the clock already here. A flag on that play is going to be a hold.
We've got holding.
This one going against FCS.
It'll be a 10-yard penalty from the spot of the foul. Replay, second down.
Commanders will replay second down here. Going to make it second and long. Needed to gain about 4. Now they need to gain about 16. Walcott takes the feed, gets down to the 30-yard line, made a couple of shifty moves in the backfield, trying to follow the right tackle there. Chasing Dylan Davenport and Ryan Putman.
Officials timeout on the play.
And looks like we've got a player down on the turf. They're going to check on him. 9:40 left to go here. 3rd and 13. Long 13 for Friendship Christian. Hurricane defense trails by 10. They've got to get the football back and score twice if they want to win the football game. 9 minutes, 40 seconds. Not a ton of time. Enough there to get 3 or 4 possessions out of it, but with kind of the pace of today's contest, that doesn't seem that likely. Not necessarily do or die, but a big situation here for both teams. Friendship Christian looking for that put-away drive, even though it's 3rd and long. Trips left. Weekly is in trouble in the backfield, almost escapes, and he is sacked. Zane Liffick playing big-time football and celebrating with Vonzel Hinton. It's 4th and long for Friendship Christian.
Landon Williams into punt for the Commanders.
What a big-time play right there. There's another look. It's Zane Liffick who got into the backfield and made that sack. And he was fired up. Punt sent away by the Commanders. And unable to down this one. It'll be a touchback in favor of the Hurricanes. So the offense of East Hamilton will take over at the 20-yard line as here comes Wandrick Bullard and the Hurricanes of East Hamilton. 8:52 left in the game. They trail by 10 points, 24-14. Already a penalty here on this drive, this time against East Hamilton's Hurricanes. It's a hold.
The 10-yard line.
You can sign up to become an official. Visit TSSAA.org today. Learn more, get your stripes, make a difference. 1st and 10. Wanting to throw here, but in trouble in the backfield, slipping away from a few defenders, but just overwhelmed and dropped down right there. I think David Gohl wanted to throw the football. Second down and about 15 here for the Hurricanes. Trips left for Wandrick Bullard. Bullard fakes the give. He's going to keep it. Followed the right guard in the center. Plowing forward. Got back to that original line of scrimmage. It's going to be third down here. Fans are keeping an eye on that clock. 7:40 left to go in this contest. Now the Hurricanes only have 2 timeouts left. The Commanders have all 3. Formation looks like 2 on either side. Juan Bullard has Javon Bullard at his side. Bullard takes the snap, fakes the give. He wants to throw. Rolling to the close side, feeling the pressure. Chucks this one over the middle. It's incomplete. I think he was looking for Zachariah Lebu right there. I'm not sure if he was throwing that away or trying to hook up with the big man. It's fourth down. Ethan Hickson and the punt team of East Hamilton will take to the turf here. Just over 7 minutes left in the contest. Hickson from the center of the end zone punts this one away. Snagged at the 40-yard line right there by Chase Eakes. And he is dragged down right away.
Tackle on the play by Hinton. It'll be Commanders ball, 1st and 10 at the East Hamilton 36-yard line.
Friendship Christian just 36 yards away from the end zone to start this drive as Garrett Weekly will take to the field. Weekly trips right for him in the offense here. Gives it off up inside and not a whole lot doing.
Mason Hallam with the carry. Penalty flag on the play.
Flag from the close side right on the 40-yard line.
Too many men in the backfield.
Call is going against Friendship Christian. Illegal formation. They're saying too many players in the backfield there. It's a 5-yard penalty. It'll move the football to the 41-yard line of East Hamilton High School. 6:50 left in quarter 4. Commanders holding a 10-point lead. Looking to extend it here late. Trips right for Weekly. Fakes the give. It's a check down pass to the far side on the slant, and Eakes gets some good yardage right there. He's dragged down by David Cole. Football is on the 28-yard line now, makes it second down about 1.5 yards. Trips right. Montgomery alone on the close side. Tailback. Faking the give to him. Weekly wants to throw it. Pressure is coming. He lets one go down the field to the back of the end zone, and this is caught for the Friendship Christian touchdown. What a play by Montgomery. That extends the lead of the Commanders to 30-14 with 6 minutes left to go on the day. What a catch by Brock Montgomery right there. His 10th receiving touchdown of the season.
Landon Williams in to attempt the point after.
PAT, snap and hold are good. This one is up, away, and through. So the long ball for the touchdown as Garrett Weekly finds Brock Montgomery for the score. That makes it 31-14 with 6 minutes left to go. Don't go anywhere. Kickoff is away. Hurricanes can't field this one.
Williams goes into the end zone for a touchback.
That'll be a touchback for the Hurricanes. We'll see their offense again. They trail 31-14 with 6 minutes left here inside of Larry Henry Stadium. Garrett Weekly tossed his 15th passing touchdown of the season. 26 touchdowns on the year for him now, finding Brock Montgomery in the back corner of the end zone. What a play by Montgomery, using his height, speed, and length to get that one. Here comes the Hurricanes. 1st and 10 now here. 4 out wide for Wandrick Bullard. Javon Bullard at his side. Snap to Bullard, rolling close side. Wants to throw the football, looking down the field, and this one incomplete. Intended for Rawls. Eakes was right there, and Eakes able to tip that one away.
That'll bring up 2nd down.
2nd and 10.
The other computer. That was all it came on.
17-point deficit for East Hamilton.
I got it plugged in.
2 on either side for Wandrick Bullard. He's going to keep it. Headed up the far sideline, and he is stood up and dropped after a gain of about 4, maybe 5.
But there's a penalty flag on the play.
I don't see the flag. Our public address announcer says there's a flag along that far sideline.
Indication is holding against the Hurricanes.
Penalty going against East Hamilton High School.
There'll be a 10-yard penalty from the spot of the foul.
Holding call here
2nd down.
against the Hog Mollies up front. Second and 20, trips right. Bullard is in a little bit of trouble here and escapes a pair of defenders. Now coming back on the far side and dragged down just shy of the 20. Nearly returned to the original line of scrimmage there.
By Kason Carmen.
Net gain of about 6 yards, ran 30 yards to pick up 6. There's another look at it. I don't know how he escaped. Couple of those plays here tonight between Bullard and Walcott. We've got a pair of magicians down there on the field. 5 minutes left to go here. It's trips right for Bullard. He wants to throw, in a little bit of trouble, and the pass to LeBou just out of his reach right there. Having trouble getting a hold of that one.
Zachariah LeBou falls incomplete.
Big Zachariah LeBou having a good year playing football here for the Hurricane football team on the gridiron. He's also an excellent basketball player. 4th down and long for the Hurricanes of East Hamilton High School. Punt in and out there. Hickson standing back on the 5. Boots this one away. Return man calls for the fair catch on the 45-yard line
Montgomery at the Commanders' 45-yard
of the
line.
Friendship Christian Commanders.
1st and 10.
What a couple of great football clubs. This has been an excellent contest here today between these two programs. Just under 5 minutes left to go here on the day. Friendship Christian offense breaks the huddle. It's Garrett Weekly. Tailback at his side. He has trips left. Gives it off, and ball carrier is stood up and dropped by Von Zell Hinton. Maybe a gain of a yard right there for Mason Hallam. 5'9" sophomore. Listed as an athlete when he's playing on the offensive side of the ball. Move him around a little bit. Commanders taking another stab at it here on 2nd down and long. 2 on the far side, 1 on the close side. Montgomery, the isolated receiver here. There's the give up inside, a gain of about 3. Getting a little chippy there on the back end of the play.
Carry on the play by Will Thompson.
Canes and Commanders able to cool that off. Going to be 3rd and about 4.
4.
.340 left to go. Will Thompson, the deep back, behind Weekly here. Weekly fakes the give, throws it far side. This is incomplete. He was looking for Montgomery, and he was battling with Kyrese Willis.
It'll bring up 4th down for the Commanders.
Willis has got his face mask taped up tonight. Got the pink tape going on. Fourth down and punt formation for Friendship Christian. Clock stopped. 3:27 showing here in quarter 4. Low snap. Punt is away. Willis elects not to pick that one up. It'll be down inside of the 5-yard line.
Williams punt rolls down and recovered at the
Great punt right there by Landon Williams.
The Hurricanes will take over 1st and 10.
So we'll get another look at the offense of East Hamilton High School here. They trail 31-14 here late in this contest. First and 10 for the Hurricanes. Football on their own 5-yard line. Trey Crawford, this time to the close side.
Trey Crawford on the carry. Loss of about
Not a
2
whole
yards,
lot doing.
2nd and 12.
Sophomore quarterback. Watched him warm up down on the field today. Looks good. He's got a big arm. Lots of height on Trey Crawford. Can't wait to see him continue to develop. Tailback at his side. He's got trips left. He gives it off up inside Tailback is in trouble and trapped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll make it 3rd and long. 2.5 left to go on the day for the Hurricanes. Again, want to thank you for tuning in this evening and remind you to subscribe to our channel here on YouTube. Lots of great productions coming out of the broadcasting team and the AV department here at East Hamilton High School. Scott Moore. That's it, just Scott Moore. 3rd and long now for the Hurricanes. 4 out wide, 2 on either side. Under 2 minutes to go. And coming right up the gut, a lot of space for Crawford. Makes the man miss and drag down as he crosses the 30, but a flag back on the 4-yard line. Football would be at the 33. We'll see what the call is here.
I don't know what happened. Two.
We have a shot block against the
Call is going to
Hurricanes.
be against one of the big guys up front. A chop block is the call. Back into the shadows of their own goalpost here. Hurricanes going to have to try this again on 3rd and long. Trey Crawford has the play call.
3rd down for the Hurricanes.
2 on either side.
2-yard line.
East Hamilton with 97 seconds left to go here. Bringing a man inside to take the give. He's in trouble right on the goal line. Commanders want a safety. The officials say it is not a safety. It's going to be 4th down.
Gets out of the end zone, but it'll bring up 4th down for the Hurricanes at the 1-yard line. Number 9, Ethan Hickson in the punt.
Hickson going to punt this away with just over a minute left right now.
Back to receive for the Commanders.
Boy, Hickson could be in trouble here. Football being snapped from the 1, able to get this away quickly. Football stops just over the 30 where it'll be downed. And so we'll see this Commander offense one final time here.
At the 32-yard line of the Hurricanes. The Commanders will take over 1st and 10.
We'll run back down through all of our scoring here today at the end of this contest. Talk about what's coming up next for these two teams. Here's the snap and the give up inside. Tailback is free, barreling towards the end zone and tackled down at the 5-yard line. What a play, 30 yards for the Commanders.
5-yard line. It'll be a 1st down, Commanders.
1st and goal here. Friendship Christian. We'll see what they decide to do. Garrett Weekly out of the game. That's Luke Sellers. He's played in 6 of their 7 contests coming into today. Now 7 of 8. There's the give up the gut. Will Thompson trying to push his way forward and tackled down between the 2 and 3 yard line. 14 seconds left. Commanders could run one more play. And instead, they'll just let the clock expire here on the campus of East Hamilton High School. So our final is 31-14. The Commanders win it. We'll get handshakes, and let's talk about the scoring here today. Excellent plays all over the field, and it all started with a 3-yard rushing touchdown from young Mr. Tyson Walcott. That made it 7-0 Friendship Christian. Then the Hurricanes answered a 70-yard passing touchdown to Kyrese Willis. That made it 7-7. A quick response again, this time a 1-yard rushing touchdown for Walcott. that made it 14-7. A 20-yard field goal chipped through with 8 minutes left in quarter number 2, made it 17-7 as Williams was able to get that one through. Then in quarter 3 with 5:45 left to go, a 10-yard rushing touchdown, his third of the day. It was Tyson Walcott again. It was also his 12th on the season. Then a response from the Hurricanes, also in quarter 3 with just 30 seconds left to go in that frame of action. A 15-yard rushing touchdown from Juan Bullard that made it 24-14, a Friendship Christian lead. And finally, a put-away touchdown. That one scored by Brock Montgomery. He hauled in a 28-yard passing touchdown from the quarterback, Garrett Weekly, in the back of the end zone. That got us our final 31-14, and that's the final score of today's contest. What's up next? For these two programs, Friendship Christian, 2 games left. They play next Friday and the Thursday following that, the 27th. Next Friday in Morristown, they battle LCA on the road. Then they're at home against MTCHS. They have risen to 8-0, undefeated on the season. The Commanders having an excellent football season. And again, the final here today in this one, 31-14. The Hurricanes, 2 games left as well, both Friday night contests. Next Friday, the 21st, playing host to Red Bank. We'll have that one right here, 7:30 kick. And then the 28th, playing host to Hickson High School. We'll have that here at home as well. Thanks for tuning in. We'll catch you next time. I'm Gabriel Fry.